Hello, hello, testing. Hello, hello. Madan Maharaj are back in action in the Madhya Pradesh Premier League, this time against rock bottom Social Warrior Football Club. The away side yet to win or score one and are flirting with relegation after successive defeats. Every game from now on is a must win for them, and that is the reality when a side is struggling. For Madan Maharaj, they can go top of the table once again with as little as a point after seeing that lead being cut in the running week. I am Sohan Poddar again, at least a four-way battle for the top two. One changes from the side which beat Madan Bharati Football Club by 3-2. It's the same midfield partnership with Paresh and Sif Kumar, the number 11 Fizam Mitei on the right wing. The young Naurem keeps his place from what we have seen can be a very tricky player to deal with, and Nikhil being left out and Tushar Belbanshi gets a nod today for Madan Maharaj. And now over to the away side Social Warrior Football Club. Two changes made by their manager Ashish Sen. Rawat and Salman sit out, and in comes Abhishek Pal and Manoj, the youngsters in the likes of Gute, Asim Barua as well starting. today. Hopefully, they can find the scoring booth soon. Lots of options on the bench for Ibrahim Baksh, Biren Rai, Bishnu, Abhishek, all available for this one. And for social values, Ashish Sen, usually very stubborn in his ways, sticks to the philosophy. He would like to test options available at his disposal. A great support for Madan Maharaj this season. Fans always flocked to the stadium when your team starts winning. Here are the match officials. Referee is Muzammil Khan, two assistant referees Roshan Pathak and Sadanand Thakur, with the fourth official Atul Tiwari. Today, of course, is a beautiful day because social warriors themselves have played a very attractive brand of football. Hasn't really worked out, but they have stuck to their guns. What we have here are the two managers very stubborn. When I say stubborn in a good way, because they stick to their philosophies. They don't want to change things around. For one, it has been working, and for the other, it has not. There's so much to learn, there's so much to get inspiration from this Madan Maharaj side, and almost as if it's like bringing back to life a culture which was ebbing away over the last couple of years, even with their main side playing in the I League qualifiers. And I think football is surely back in the map. Interest is back rather, and there are two sides now to look upon, to aspire to play for. Uh, Not too much changes in the back line, and we have seen other managers experiment with the centre back pairing with the right and left as well, and it hasn't always worked. It has backfired, but however, Ibrahim Baksh keeps it very same. Whatever experimentation happens ahead of the back line. So Madan Maharaj against the struggling social warrior, uh, Ibrahim Baksh's side will know one can never take any side in Madhya Pradesh Premier League, any match in this unpredictable league for granted, and runaway leaders early on now have to keep up the pace. And thankfully, they are not home, backed by a very enthusiastic crowd, but even that did not affect the outcome against Bharti Football Club. And that was unexpected today, but one cannot predict which social warrior will turn up. One which blows away sides with their passing, or one which cannot finish the moves. Slightly jaded at the back, going forward decent, but they do leak goals. Here is Madan Maharaj, an early diagonal, and just goes beyond the right wing of his Mitei and trickles out for a throw in. Madan Maharaj aggressive right from the word go, as we have seen in the last two games as well against the Bharti Football Club, uh, scoring that late goal in the added minutes. And otherwise, Bharti FC was going neck to neck with the former champions, but that goal in added times must have put a dent, must have drained their confidence and shattered their hopes of getting at least a point against the former champions. And now for Social Warrior, being bottom of the table, also massive threat in terms of outflux of players could happen if they continue to stay there, and that could be one of the worry. And surely that they may not be able to retain most of their talent. Such young faces, a lovely mix of local talent in the side. An early free kick. A man in yellow, Harish Shafiq, is injured. He's a very busy player, Harish Shafiq. Just sits between the defense line and the halfway line, plays the role of a destroyer, makes loads of interceptions, reacts quickly to the loose balls as well. A very vital player. He is a connector between the attacking midfield and the defense for Social Warrior FC. team shape. As I was speaking about Ibrahim Baksh, the Bijan Domite, still keeping his place between the sticks. He managed to let in just 3 goals. Madan Maharaj scored a total of 6 in the last 2 games and conceded just 3, a goal difference of +3. They are second on the points table, leveling on points with the Diamond Rock FA. But the Diamond Rock FA ahead in goal difference. That was an attempt by the number 11, Fizam Mitei, skipping inside. That was a poor try in the end. They could have done much better with that. He was without pressure, had the time, had the space, but just not getting the right connection. The number 11, Madan Maharaj, looking for a very quick start, which suits the type of personnel which they have at their disposal. We've seen how this side in orange harassed teams so far in Group B, playing a functional brand of football, ruthless while going forward. Pulsating victory in the last match against Bharti. A match at one point of time. They were on the back foot, but they managed to pull it off in the end. Through that late goal. Here is Fizam. Takes a look inside the box and sending it towards Naurem. The whistle is gone already. The team shape of Madan Maharaj, Rohit and Dhananjoy, the 2 wing backs with Ravi Kumar and Saurav at the heart of defense. Fazil Ali will be partnered by Tushar Belbanshi, who's replaced Nikhil Kumar at the number 13. Been very impressive for Madan Maharaj. Seems like the youngster carried a niggling injury during warm-ups, which is why that was a last-minute change made by the team management. And now Mitchell Singh, the man who scored in the last game against Bharti, is scoring that equalizer in the first half. He will be a player to watch out for. The youngster keeps combining within the match down the left flank with the left wing back. It will be a challenge for Social Warrior FC this morning to contain them. They will be hounded and harried by the up forward line of Madan Maharaj. So skillful, so dangerous, very, very clinical. The Social Warrior Football Club still in search of their first goal in the competition. Now some move could develop. From the left flank, it's an off-the-ball challenge, a flying elbow into the face of Ravi Kumar. And a fight broke out on the sidelines. The managers, the team management, everyone getting involved. And that was the incident. You can see the number 7, Ashim Barua. And that was that flying arm. It was a deliberate challenge by Ashim Barua on Ravi Kumar. Just losing his temper. More of a punch into the face of Ravi Kumar. It will be interesting to see what color the card is going to be. It should be a red card, without a doubt. And this is what the manager speaks about: patience, which the players need to have, especially playing at this level. And these are the temptations which they got to avoid. Madan Maharaj dictating terms at the moment. As I was mentioning, that was a free kick from the far side inside the box, and that's the confirmation. Only a yellow card was issued to Asim Barua, and maybe just for within the first 8 minutes that incident took place, and which is why the referee just refraining from giving him a marching order. And 10 minutes later, that would have been a deliberate red card decision. I was very lucky, Ashim, just getting away with only a yellow card, and now a ball over the top. Abhishek Paul was involved in that. But the goalkeeper grabs it. Mohammad Anas, Shiv Kumar of Madan Maharaj, both the players in fact, has been booked. Maybe the referee thought that was not enough for a red card. Maybe the challenge wasn't a red card offence. And now it's Fijal. He writes the challenge, but can't go past Muhammad Amir. He's been a telling presence in that hole in front of the four-man back line. He will make the interceptions, he will cut the passing lanes and spoil every move of Madan Maharaj that they are trying to construct through the middle. We saw minutes before that free kick from the far side. It was a good looking delivery, a timely leap, but couldn't generate power on that header. Never easy with those kind of deliveries. Madan Maharaj once again on the edge of the area. Is Fizam Mitei's right footer. Easy collection for goalkeeper Mohammad Anas. Already the number 11 had a couple of shies on goal. Working the goalkeeper already. Here is Abhishek Paul. the skipper of the side, into the feet of the number 19, Vinay, who rolls it down the line for Prajwal, who can't go past. And the number 6 of Madan Maharaj, Dhananjoy. This will be a tasty battle between Prajwal and Dhananjoy. Pardon me, that was Akash Rai. Dhananjoy. The Social Warrior Football Club languishing at the bottom of the points table. As I've mentioned in the start of the game, flirting with relegation. They've conceded 8 goals so far, a 6-0 thrashing into the hands of the Diamond Rock FA, the side from Balaghat. Also lost their opening game to Bharti Football Club by 2-0. Their defense have been in 6s and 7s in this tournament. The rub of the green not going in their favor. Yet to score so far in the competition. The worrying signs for Ashish Sen and his men. The D license holder. A nice footwork. Fancy footwork. Still the danger is on. And the shot is just wide. As I was speaking about Ashish Sen, the manager of Social Warrior Football Club, the D license holder. His experience will be very important. And the Social Warrior, the side from Khurgone, will be hoping that the manager can add that aura around the team. Now still battling for the ball is Mohammad Amir on the far side. Hacked away by Rohit. Now a breakaway move for Madan Maharaj. And now Ram is chasing this and manages to keep it under his control. Lays it back. Rohit steps in. It's a foul. The flag has gone up immediately. Madan Maharaj will be very disappointed with their performance in the Hero I League qualifiers, losing out on the opening 2 games in the final 4 round. A loss to Kenkre and Rajasthan United. Rajasthan United, of course, is leading at the points table with 6 points from 2 games and just 1 more round to go. And Madan Maharaj is at the bottom. Their hopes to qualify in the Hero I League is over. This team from Rajasthan seems to be the front runners for making their name into the hat for the Hero I League. Delhi FC on 3 points. Delhi Football Club, of course, is owned by Minerva Punjab owner Ranjit Bajaj. They made into the quarter-final rounds of the Durand Cup last month in Kolkata and lost to FC Goa, who eventually turned out to be the champions of the competition, defeating the Kolkata Giants Modern Sporting in the final by a solitary goal. And the Spanish midfielder Edu Garcia is converting a free kick from a very tricky angle in the second half of extra time. And meanwhile, a push near the halfway line and free kick for Madan Maharaj. Very loose pass is intercepted by Vinay. And now Patil looking for options and finds one down the line for Vinay, sending it early towards Gute, back into the middle, but no yellow shirts. The run did came in from Vinay, but it was too late by then. Now they're applying the high press. One way then the other, Abhishek Pal. Space opening up. Down the right, once again Vinay. They can't control it, Gute. And Madan Maharaj cleans it up. The 20 minutes on the clock. No goals yet at the church ground in Shihor, between the side from Bhopal, Madan Maharaj, and the Social Warrior FC representing Khargon in the Madhya Pradesh Premier League's Season 2. An interesting tweak from Ibrahim Baksh, leaving Nikhil on the bench. One of his trusted players, Nikhil Kumar, a very tricky, pacey winger. And down the left, more of an inverted winger who likes to double up inside the box along with Fazil. We saw him scoring a late goal in the opener. Here is a neat diagonal. Expertly brought down, and continuing his run is the number 22. Patil slips it for Vinay. Cross takes a deflection, keeper off his mark. Could well have been the opening goal. And the first for Social Warrior in this campaign. But look at that build up. Just squeezing it inside the box. Great delivery from Vinay. Goalkeeper completely baffled. And that header from Gute not on target. The closest Social Warriors have come so far in this competition. That would have been a massive goal against the former champions. But the number 18 missing out on that. They are looking promising now. Social Warriors dangerous going forward. And that was an aimless ball. Only for the goalkeeper to collect. Vijango Mitei with a quick release. Getting a lot of distance on that one. It's a very poor touch. Could have well been an attack for Madan Maharaj. Looking much more confident, the Social Warriors. It's those little mistakes, those little gaps in defense, which they need to plug. A teasing delivery at the far post. No nonsense clearance. And the first corner kick of the match for Madan Maharaj. And the defender going down immediately after making that clearance. The ground conditions looks much better compared to the previous two games where we had rain. The ground was sloggy. Wet underfoot conditions, but today weather is much more forgiving. Conditions are ideal for the game of football. The bounce looks good. Social Warrior will be hoping that they can continue playing in this rhythm at least till the hour mark. But before that happens, they'll have to defend this corner. Fiza Mitei is getting ready to take this one. Manoj Kumar will have to go out for treatments. Referee just asking the physio and the number 4 to leave the pitch quick. In corner duties is Fizzle. A lot of height on that one, just soars over everyone. Cleverly takes the throw in. Some respite for Social Warrior. Manoj Kumar getting replaced by Shukhen Mandi, another promising attacker. Now lofted in, easy by Abhishek, into the feet of the number 22 Patil, and outside of the boot pass, some miscommunication once more. I can't stop it from going out, and eventually concedes a corner. Madan Maharaj, they could have left it for the goalkeeper. And if the defender deciding to get his head to it, he was not aware what's happening behind him. The anticipation skill is very important in order to be a top defender. And if you look at all the top centre halves all around the world, in the likes of Gerard Piqué or Sergio Ramos, their anticipations are absolutely top notch. They are always aware of their surroundings. It's one of those things which is going to come. The more they plays, the more they learn, the more you grow into games. Here is another corner. Back-to-back corners for Social Warrior Vinay. And this time it's a disappointing one. And Madan Maharaj quite comfortably working it out from the danger area. That's the philosophy and that's the tactics they've agreed upon. The side from Bhopal. They just don't shy away from building out from behind, even though it comes with a lot of risk. But that's the philosophy and the idealism. Sometimes takes over pragmatism of football when it comes to Madan Maharaj. As the glamour side in the competition is yet to score a goal against the bottom placed side, the Social Warrior. We almost approach the half hour mark. Plenty of orange shirts, and this time could be a quick turnover. He was trying to release the number 7 Ashim Barua. Slotting into that centre forward role. The man from Assam. Lovely footwork. Goes past 2. And looking for room to cross. In it comes. In space is the number 19. Brings it down. Takes a crack. It's blocked by Dhananjoy. The danger is still not averted though. Lays it back to the number 22 Patil. Takes it onto his weak left foot. In towards Amir, who lines it up from distance. A very tame left footer. got to improve on their shooting as social warrior. Just couldn't apply the right technique. Here is Mohammad Amir once again, the number 15. Chips it into the box. Could be a chance. Once again, and just whiskers away from nestling into the second post. And the man this time getting involved was the number 7, Asim Barua. He's looking threatening. He's running into those vacuum areas in Madan Maharaj defense, getting into scoring positions frequently, asking questions of the likes of Rohit, Ravi Kumar, and Dhananjoy. A bit of nerves creeping into the back line of Madan Maharaj. Another good looking corner nodded down. Straight into the feet of Dhananjoy near the goal line in Abhishek Pal. First time ball in. It's not a very confident clearance. A chance for social warriors to recycle it into another meaningful attack. They are knocking the door. The team from Khargon. Now a layoff. But in the way is Rohit. Lets it run out of play. The first 10 minutes, it was all about the side from Bhopal. But from the last 5 or 6 minutes, it's the side from Khargon. It seems like they're getting onto their own. From the 15th minute till the 20th, it was even Stevens between the two sides. But now the social warrior, they are dominating play. A fancy footwork. It goes past a couple of players in a jiffy. Beautifully done. But again, that end product which is letting them down. This time, the long ball finding its mark is the number 19, Vinay. Sending it early, headed away, and drops near the highway line. That was asking too much of Fizam Mitai to keep that in play. He was asking it on his feet. The number 11, Fizam Mitai, doesn't seem like an aerial threat. The play to his feet is more like it. The winger. Time and again, Madan Maharaj trying to play those long balls towards him, expecting him to win headers. I think it's an awkward idea from Ibrahim Buck's side. The young winger from Manipur is much more threatening when the ball is kept on from the number 15, Mohammad Amir. Here is Vinay. Finding his target in the middle was Ashim Barua, but a couple of orange shirts quickly shrugged him off. And now space opening up, a solid challenge by Abhishek Pal. And this game is getting end to end. And now in a crossing position is Rohit. Picks out options in the middle and the ball skitters away. A very clumsy defending from Madan Maharaj. And now Ashim Barua picks up the loose ball and hacks it long, gets in behind. This could be a chance for social warriors from a tight angle. And he blazed it over the bar. Oh, well. Against the run of play, time and again, Madan Maharaj, their defense getting caught on the break. This was a fine delivery. The number 23 just managing to get into the gap. He did pull the trigger from a very acute angle, but got to be credited for his efforts. At least an attack that social warriors can say ended up as a shot, even though it was way off target. And that was the shot that came in from Shrinand Patil. And you can look how serious, how desperate are the side in yellow this morning. The midfield battles are getting very interesting at this moment of time. And running through the inside channel, but can't find the pass. His idea was to play in Rohit, who was running through the inner channel, making his way into the box. Madan Maharaj needs to bring some variety in their approach play. They're getting predictable near the final third. Here is Fizam. The right to wait on that clearance, but thankfully it's into the feet of a yellow shirt. Asim Barua, you can see how deep he is withdrawing and trying to help out Abhishek. A couple of orange shirts closing in on the right full back, and eventually had to play it quick. Usually Madan Maharaj like to stretch teams, but very narrow so far. We thought that they would make a positive start just like the previous two games, but the team in yellow was quickly off the blocks. Very cleverly winning the free kick, Vinay, putting his body between the ball and the man. And the third booking of the game is absolutely clueless. The defender is not happy, and that was slipping it through Asim Barua. And look at that, a clear nudge at the back by Saurav. Fazil Ali, pardon me, the number 9. And Social Warriors, they have a free kick. The number 23, he's got chance to calculate the angle. It is a favorable angle for a left footer, more of a floater inside the box. And the call came in early from the goalkeeper. It was Shuken Mandi. Which also goes to show maybe the number 23 not so strong with his left foot as he is with his right. And now bombing down the right is Rohit. The second touch could have been a better one on that occasion. The 37 minutes just flown past us. It's been a very exciting game, even though we are still waiting for the goals to come in. But in terms of creating play, in terms of creating chances, and meanwhile creating chances is Social Warriors, outnumbered as Sukain. And once again is Mohammad Amir. Tries it from distance, cleared away by Ravi Kumar, and chasing this one is Fazil. And now the game is getting direct. Here is Shoshim. Puts it straight into the middle and brings it down on the chest. Trying to scoop it. Now the number 22 Patil. Now Fizamite. He's got twinkling toes, but it's a misplaced pass. Now the ball rolls it down the line. Vinay gives chase, flicks it over his man, trying to win the aerial battle, not being able to do so. Abhishek, gone out of play. just the opening game of the day. A couple of games coming up after this. Maharaj versus SWFC, that's the Social Media Football Club. This is the first game of round 3. Even a draw won't be a bad result for Madan Maharaj. This time, acres of space of Fizam Mitei, who pokes it towards goal. A goalkeeper manages to grab it in second time of asking. It was Muhammad Anas. And look at that. And the fullbacks tucking in, and ball was cleverly chipped into space. It could have gone a bit closer. He had the space, Fizam Mitei. Completely brushed off. A good recovery challenge, and the Social Warrior winning the ball back. And they can launch a quick counter. Shukhen Mandi lays it up for the number 18, Gute. It's been a very open game so far, and especially from the Social Warriors' point of view. They have nothing to lose. They're trying to stamp their authority in the match by putting their shoulder to the wheel. He's been an absolute nuisance up front. The number 15, Mohammad Amir, is moving into attacking position from his defensive midfielder role. And a knee injury to Shukhen Mandi. As I was talking about Madan Maharaj, that it won't be a bad result if the scoreline stays like this, but against a team placed at the bottom, you would always expect Madan Maharaj to settle for nothing less than 3 points. But with the kind of form the Diamond Rock FA are in, and Bharti FC as well, the Eagles playing catch up, both the teams on 3 points. And stretcher being brought out. So play stopped for the time being. An interesting anecdote that comes from Ramesh Kumar, the manager of Social Warrior, that how teams in the Madhya Pradesh Premier League would write off Social Warrior Football Club, expecting it to be a very soft game, especially physically. But the side from Kurgan have managed to prove all the critics wrong. This has been the best display so far. The best 45 minutes I've seen from the Social Warrior Football Club in this campaign. It is their maiden season. They would want to make it a very memorable campaign, a one from which they can draw courage in the future. That pass couldn't reach Rohit. In the way was Abhishek, and now galloping down the left wing is Shukhen Mandi. He beats defenders with ease, attacks the byline, takes a tumble. Is that a penalty? It will be interesting to see what the referee is actually given. He's blown the whistle. It was Shukain who was stripped, and I think that the incident took place outside the box. And on the follow-up, Shukain landed inside the box. So it's a free kick from the edge of the 18-yard box. No replay could clear doubts whether the incident took place inside or outside. And now a free kick, nicely executed. It's still up in the air, goes up Gute. As the goalkeeper Mohammad Anas went up as well, but no one got it in the end. Referee indicates it's a corner kick for Social Varia Football Club. Just a minute away from the regulated 45. A goal here will give them a lot of confidence. Here is Shukain Mandi towards the back post, easily cleared away, and the clearance drops into the feet of the number 22. In steps Mohammad Amir, given away in a very dangerous area. Madan Maharaj lacking concentration. It's a low ball, great defending once again by Ravi Kumar. Just slides and stops the ball from going into Gute. Here is Patil. Dhananjoy. Number 19 winning it, and back from Dhananjoy. Urging Abhishek to step up. It's a clever little flick. Could be a shooting chance. The gap quickly closed down by the men in orange. 7 minutes have been added on. Here is that punt upfield. Good acrobatic clearance. Just down by Fizam, but only helps Social Warriors instead. Back on his feet is Vinay. Shukain can't quite control it. And pushes it back to his goalkeeper. Genji Nagesh and Abhishek Shoshin, the back three of Social Warrior Football Club. Rabi striding out of defense. Ravi Kumar keeps going. He's been a player to watch out for. Escapes his marker and clips it towards the back post. It will be recovered on the far side. On the overlap. Lovely interchange by Madan Maharaj. But the shot goes haywire. Couldn't apply the right technique. When you apply too much of power, the technique usually becomes a bit haywire. And that is what exactly has happened on that occasion. Dhananjoy almost hammers it into the feet. Very difficult to control those heavy passes from close range, and that will be cut out by Abhishek. Madan Maharaj have got still 4 minutes of time. To turn the tide. And the current seems like is slowly shifting into the favor of the men in orange. It's a dangerous throw in. It will be back to the throw in taker. Another ball coming in. Drops on the edge. Chance to shoot. Sorting his feet out. Brings it down. Sat nicely. Onto the left foot of Shiv Kumar. A bit of a fight back by the side from Bhopal in the closing embers of the first half. 7 minutes added on and 4 minutes already gone. And 3 minutes of play left in the first half. It doesn't get enough on that cross. The keeper saw that early. Not getting enough distance on that goal kick. Eventually developing into a move for Madan Maharaj. Getting a foot in is Muhammad Amir. And chance for SWFC to build on something. Space opening up over the goalkeeper. And grabs it with authority. Bijan Domitei. Muhammad Amir driving forward. He's got options in the light and on the left. This could be a moment for Social Warrior that they were waiting for. Inches away was the number 18 Gute. Time and again Madan Maharaj faltering at the back. They need to keep the concentration, they need to focus. Maybe they were expecting for an early start, and sometimes that can happen to top sides if they struggle to get an early goal. And meanwhile, the referee has blown the whistle, and it's half time at the church ground in Shihor between Madan Maharaj Football Club and Social Warrior FC. We will come back after the short break with the second half action. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You are watching Madhya Pradesh Premier League live on Sportscast India's YouTube channel. This is match number 22 and a Group B fixture between Madan Maharaj and Social Warrior Football Club. The score line is nil-nil up until half time, and we are all set to start proceedings of the second 45 minutes. Social Warrior will be impressed with the way they have performed in the first half, and drawing confidence from their first half performance, they will be hoping to get their acts together and continue playing at the same rhythm with the same desire in the second 45 minutes as well. The referee blows the whistle and we are underway with the second half. The team in yellow, Social Warrior, will be attacking from right to left of your screen, and the former champions Madan Maharaj in orange will be attacking from left to right. An important game coming up after this. The Diamond Rock FA will take on Barwani Football Club. Barwani also another side yet to open their points tally. Lost both their games to Madan Maharaj and to the Eagle. Fijam drops his shoulder one way and goes to the other. Here is a fine delivery by Muhammad Amir, but the touch was not too impressive. Cross from deep, finding its mark, outnumbered by the cluster of orange shirts. This time it's a good ball forward. He's got defender behind him. Fizam with a turn of pace. The number 21, Genji Nagesh, not allowing him to go past him, staying stall. Stood firm, the number 21. Here is a goal kick. A very disappointing one. Tries his luck from distance. Muhammad Nas getting caught in his passing drills, and this time takes it high. And now Madan Maharaj clips it towards the back post and asking for a corner. And the referee says it's a goal kick. The last game of the day, the side from Nimach and Bharti Football Club, both the teams on 3 points each, will take on each other. That game is slated for a 3 p.m. kickoff. Make sure you tune in for that game as well. It's a triple header in Madhya Pradesh Premier League. 180 minutes of football. Another. It's getting fiery. It's getting feisty. This match. We saw one incident in the first half, within the first 8 minutes, and another one. We are just 3 minutes into the second half. It was a high challenge. The boot just striking his face. The referee has already booked him. And there it is. Both the players went for the 50-50. And that's the high boot into the face of the number 18 Gute and Dhananjoy Singh. has been issued a warning. The left back of Madan Maharaj. The team in yellow pressing high and winning every 50-50 challenges, even though it comes with a lot of risk. There is a chance of space opening up in midfield, but as long as you are winning those 50-50 challenges, it looks all good. In a way, you can frustrate top opponents looking to win. Just without position, the team in yellow, Social Warrior, launching a quick counter press before the opponent could get into a passing sequence. Trying to utilize every space available in the pitch. Is under pressure is Harish. A ball given away. That was a through ball for Fazil Ali. But his leg clipped from behind. Yellow card. That was the challenge made by the number 22 Patil. Booking for Soshin Tanwa, the right full back, time and again coming central. And now Madan Maharaj have earned a free kick for themselves within the first 6 minutes into the second half. Now in comes the free kick, and not the one to remember. A very disappointing attempt. The Social Warrior Football Club with a robust start to the second half. They're getting physical. And that's the only way to stop a team who likes to move the ball around so quickly. One of the main weapons to stop them could be to get physical, close them down quickly, and try to earn those tiny stoppages which can hamper the rhythm. Here is Shukain Mandi. He's got a couple of yellow shirts ahead of him, choosing out the wrong options instead. Here's a decision making in the final third time and again, which has gone missing from Social Warriors in this match as well. Holding on to the ball was the number 15. A nice press from behind. Good challenge there by the right back. Eventually the left winger, Shuken Mandi, just lost the sight of the ball. Stood firm, Rohit. He gets his head onto it. And Madan Maharaj stitching up passes together. Now carrying it into the attacking half. Again playing that long ball in a haste. Here is the manager of Social Warrior, Mr. Ashish Sen, AFCD license holder. He will be happy with the way things have gone for his side so far, keeping the score line nil-nil against the heavyweights Madan Maharaj. His tactics have worked so far. Still waiting for that goal, which is eluding him and his side so far in the competition. It's good to see a lot of young coaches coming into the act. We've seen Yan Law, just 28 years of age. He's coached teams like Delhi FC in the Durand Cup and Minerva Punjab FC in the past. Another corner coming in, and that was an excellent leap from Ravi Kumar. Just couldn't hit the target. And there it is. An in-swing floater by Fizam Mitei. And Ravi Kumar just outjumps his marker. But can't keep the header on target. Now Madan Maharaj getting onto their own. They've made a crisp start to the second 45 minutes. The referee's whistle is gone. The man is lying down injured. And Madan Maharaj coach Ibrahim Baksh getting ready to bring in the first substitution of the match. Now let's see if this change brings some change in fortune, as Tushar Belbanshi, who was given a start today, is taken off, and one of his most trusted weapon, Nikhil Kumar, coming in. The manager just deciding to test Tushar Belbansi by giving him a start, but the youngster failed to impress the team management with his display, which is why the experienced Nikhil Kumar, he had a few mazy runs from the left flank last game. The manager will be hoping that he continues with the same sort of form. Missed chances that came his way against Bharti Football Club. But the Nikhil Kumar will be hoping that anything that comes his way this afternoon, he will want to put those away. And you don't want to miss too much for Madan Maharaj. Had a spell out of the team as well as a starter. Now this could be a chance. Space opened up onto his left, takes it onto his right. Showed a bit too much of the ball. It was there for a moment and it wasn't the very next. It clipped over the top. This is a one-on-one situation. Madan Maharaj keeps going. The vital challenge from the center half. It's an illegal challenge according to the referee. As he points to the spot, it's a penalty for Madan Maharaj. And that is how dangerous the team in orange is. Turning defense into attack in the blink of an eye. And tell you what, they have earned a penalty kick, it seems like. And the Social Warrior FC players are vociferously protesting the referee's decision. But there is no VAR. Once a decision is given, it's given. And no point arguing with the officials. Maybe got to look at it once more time in replay, and that will clear doubts what exactly has happened. We will try to show you in replay challenge from the center half is deemed as a foul, and Madan Maharaj gets a spot kick. And just at the hour mark, golden chance for Madan Maharaj to break the deadlock. They were looking promising in the second half. They've put their foot on the pedal. Now it's the time to press the accelerator. Mohammad Anas is ready. First real test for the goalkeeper in this game. And the penalty taker. Nikhil Raj is usually very calm and collected, and he stays like that. Converted it with class. The goalkeeper judging it the right way, but too much power on that shot and eventually rippling the nets. So Madan Maharaj takes the lead on the hour mark. That was the penalty. The keeper guessing the right way, but the penalty taker increasing the pace on the shot. Struck it with a lot of venom. And Saurav Das hitting his team in front. The 7th goal for Madan Maharaj in this campaign. They've scored 16 last term in 7 games, with 7 already on 3, as they take the lead against Social Warriors. Another giveaway. So that initial burst in the final third from Social Warriors being punctured by that penalty conversion from Saurav Das. And once again, the team in orange who are bossing the game at present. Nicely done there by Mohammad Amir. Now he's racing through the center. He's got options on the right and on the left. Picks out the former. One waiting in the box. Headed away, not too far. Back to Mohammad Amir, who skips past the first challenge, can go past the second. Getting involved with the number 22 now. The pace of the game has picked up. Here is Abhishek Pal. Cross from deep. Finding his mark. Nodded down. Shot from Ashim Barua. He fired it over. Tempting bounce just in front of him. Eventually pulling the trigger from the edge of the 18-yard box. Just flashed wide. Those are the gaps which Madan Maharaj are giving away to Social Warrior Football Club. Those needs to be plugged. And now, can they double their lead? Madan Maharaj? Was there a contact? The referee says get up. And a long ball forward for Ashim Barua to chase. Ashim Barua is making life very difficult for the two centre halves, which is with his positioning. He's hot on the heels of Rohit and Ravi Kumar. One of the players in yellow is down, which is why the play called back. The referee asking for medical intervention. Asking for stretcher. He's rolling in pain literally. Finally, the stretcher comes in. Number 4, Manoj Kumar, who will be stretchered off. And the Social Warrior Football Club, for the time being, will be down to 10 men. And they are down by a goal as well. And double sub coming in. And number 6, Harish, taken off. And Anil Rana coming in. And Mohammad Amir makes way for Arpit Malviya. Arpit Malviya started in the opener. He's got the flair, he's got the trickery. You could cross on him as well. He likes making those adventurous runs. Whenever the ball is in the middle with one of Social Warrior Football Club's player, he's always available on the right and on the left as an outlet. That's what you want from your outside midfielders, and that is the wide midfielders. If you want to get tactical in terminology, wing backs making underlapping run. There's Nikhil Raj trying to turn away from his man. They shook in. Rolls it down the line, and Ashim Barua gives chase. But the defender clearing it. And Nikhil up from his left full back position. He fancies this throw in, sent into the box. And he nodded back into play. Abhishek takes route 1. Easy header. Headed up into the air. Falls into the feet. Is hustled off the ball. Winning a free kick taken very quickly. Referee not allowing that quick restart. Madan Maharaj will go to the top of the points table with a win here, and that will put pressure on the Diamond Rock FA, who will be playing their next game against Barwani Football Club. And if the score line remains like this, if Madan Maharaj manages to win, the Diamond Rock FA will have to do the same as well in the next match. Top of the table clashes started to heat up. No margin of error at this stage. All those chances, all those close margins have got to be forgotten. And that was a good delivery into a dangerous area. Was expecting a flick on from some of the players. And now Ashim trying to bring it down. but helps the left fullback instead. Here is Fizamite fighting for the ball, stays on his feet, and finally it's being put out for a throw in by Dhananjoy. Here is a flick on into the path of Fijam. Not enough on that clearance. It's gone out for a corner. A chance for Madan Maharaj here to double their lead. Is Naurem Mitchell in corner duties. The set piece expert of the side takes it short. Seems like a plan is involved, but couldn't execute it to perfection. Social barrier looking to create something. Ball just taken away from his feet. Quick challenge from behind. Eventually the right winger was dispossessed of the ball. Another long chase, kept in play expertly. Both the players going for that aerial battle. The Social Warriors winning it, asking for a handball and penalty for Social Warrior Football Club. And Ashim Barua winning it for his side this time. And there's the incident. Both of them losing that aerial battle. That was a lucky deflection. And here is Asim Barua just striking Ravi Kumar Sams. It's a very delicate area for a defender. You cannot put a foot wrong, and if you do so, you'll have to face the consequences. And that is exactly what has happened here. Here's the number 22, Srinand Patil. Here goes Srinand. Oh, hits the woodwork. Dramatic action. It's all happening here at the church ground. And for a moment, Madan Maharaj goalkeeper, Bijando Mitei, had his heart on his mouth. But maybe that's the lease of life Madan Maharaj was looking for. And there it is, the penalty kick from Srinand Patil, hitting the upright. And just bouncing over that man who was waiting inside the box, the man in yellow. And a big let off for Madan Maharaj. Bijando Mitei won't be able to believe his luck. And that was the Madan Social Warrior Football Club's best chance to grab an equalizer as we enter the last quarter of the game. Good purchase on the corner. Shot is coming in. Is flicked away from the second post by Dhananjoy. And now that long clearance falls behind. Great ball, digs it out. Chance to shoot, takes a first timer. Flies over the top. And that is where the social warrior proved their credentials. And that is where Madan Maharaj are so dangerous. And they're just looking to hit social warrior on the break, sitting deep, just trying to draw out the team in yellow and then launch a quick counter in a way to unsettle their defense. A neat block. Space opening up down the right. Thought of a shot and he was brought down. And free kick in a promising position. And the number 18, Gutte, even though he had that option of playing it on the right, Nishuken Mandi. And there it is. And look at that run made by the right winger. He caught inside the box. He was expecting to slip it through for him, but he eventually decided to take a crack from 20 yards out. Just when he was about to do that, he was clipped from behind. And a free kick very closer to goal this time. Now we haven't seen too many innovative free kicks in this match. And Shuken Mandi seems like his favorite to take this one from a very promising angle, even though it is conducive for a right footer. But here is the take. As I was mentioning, it's very conducive for a right footer. The angle, it favors a left footer, opting to go with his right. Shuken Mandi. Nothing came from it though. So it's been a tale of two penalties. One which was converted by Madan Maharaj and one which is missed by the number 22 Srinand Patil of Social Warrior Football Club. The Madan Maharaj riding their luck a little bit. Fortune has favored them so far. And that is what the top side is all about. And time and again you see the defense getting under pressure, just keeping the composure, not panicking. And that's what managers and coaches talk about, the experience playing at highest level. And the defender just waiting for the right moment to throw his boot in and get the ball away. Sloppy play. Another free kick. This is something which Ibrahim Baksh will not want from his boys to give away to set piece routines to Social Warrior Football Club. Just 12 minutes of regulation time left on the clock. Is the warning bell ringing? Is Abhishek Pal. And now the number 29 is stepping up to take it. Very disappointing take once again from Anil Rawat. It's been wasteful so far, the team in yellow, with set pieces. It's a very vital weapon in modern day football in case it becomes tough to score from open play. And we've seen some top sides as well relying on set piece situations, set piece moves. Coaches, they employ, they spend a lot of time in training in executing those set piece drills to perfection. One thing which has impressed so far from social various point of view, they may be lacking going forward, but what stands out for them is the discipline, the organization in defense in this match, and the discipline in shape that they have maintained. But they got to add, they got to evolve more in terms of what they bring onto the pitch. There's another move developing from the right, shrugged off his man, two waiting in the middle, into the side netting. And once more you can see that wrong decision making. And there it is, Ashim Barua. The number 18 Gute was absolutely free, waiting for a tap-in opportunity, deciding to go on his own. Both the number 18 and the number 23 was completely free. Just got to pull the ball back, and could have been an easy tap-in opportunity. And Sukhen Mandi and Gute were the two waiting in the middle, inside the 6-yard box, one on the edge of the 6-yard box and the other inside the 6-yard box. But Asim Barua deciding to test the goalkeeper Fijando Mitei from a very, very tight angle. Madan Maharaj still hanging on to the narrow 1-0 lead, and a tall centre forward Tushar comes in, replacing Gute. One would argue that just a bit too late maybe, Assis Sen, in bringing on the substitution. And now space opens up down the left, cuts in, here comes the shot, pulls it across the face of the goal and inches away. It was Nikhil Kumar. What a chance that was for Madan Maharaj. And look at that. He takes it onto his right foot, skips inside, creates the angle. And just too much weight on that ball. Maybe caught up in two minds whether to go for the shot or a pass. Couldn't slide in, and Nikhil Kumar did stuck his boot out, just eluding him. The delivery, the social warrior leaving a lot of spaces in behind, and if you can keep an eye on their defense line, they're slightly above that 10 meters mark where they usually sits. We have seen in the previous matches, and they have a reason to do so. They're trailing by a goal. Now the sensational ball, this time the cross coming in, trying to flick it and take it into his stride, Asim Barua. Now the goalkeeper leaving his mark and thwarting him. And there it is, Tushar, straight into the thick of action. And the number 19 was involved, Vinay. Shuken losing to Fijam. Strong challenge. And social barrier carrying the ball forward. Now it's Tushar Singh. He's got a man outside him. He's got Shuken out wide on the left. Tushar was shaping up for a long shot. His body was not in balance. Another ball over the top. Gets the second ball is Nikhil Kumar. And chance to explode down the right flank. Pulls the ball back on the edge. They're trying to set up Nikhil for a shot. Stringing passes into the final third is Madan Maharaj, and a shot from distance straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And a quick release. And this game is getting interesting in the last 5 minutes. It's pretty direct. Ashim Barua. Caught eye in this match. Ashim lacked with his finishing. Shuken Mandi. Low deceptive cross. It will be kept alive. Couple of step overs. Takes it onto his left foot. Curls it in. Defender got a header. Could be an open chance from Ashim Barua. It's cleared off the line. Comes the follow-up shot as well from Shuken Mandi. A double save on the line by Madan Maharaj. And the rub of the green and not going social barrier's way. And there was the flick on, turning into a chance, a header from Ashim Barua. It cleared off the line by Ravi Kumar, and then it is the shot on the follow-up from Shuken Mandi. And Ravi Kumar making a double save. Gutsy defending. One of the best piece of defendings you will see in a long time from the centre half of Madan Maharaj. Just stood firm, kept his composure. And those long balls are causing a lot of issue for Social Barriers FC, given the fact they've not been able to defend them very confidently, and sneaks in behind is Fizam Mitei. Goalkeeper again comes to the rescue. And stolen away. Chase for Shuken, brings it down, trying to dummy his way through. Nicely closed down by Rohit. He's a very difficult player to go past. I think Social Barrier should try to operate from the side where Dhananjoy is stationed rather than where Rohit is. Dhananjoy, of course, a good player, but Rohit has got more in his locker in terms of defending. And if you can try and attack from the side, something could be produced. These are the little tactical tweaks which Ashish Sen took time in implementing. You can see the tall centre forward Tushar brought on quite late. I was expecting the substitution much earlier, but anyway, a coach knows best. Pradesh, he was blocked off by the number 29. Nicely done there. A karate clearance by Ravi Kumar. Again that ball into the channel. This time can't bring it down. Shuken Mandi. chance now. The social warrior is a good angle to shoot. Just a delay dallying on the ball. And the chance immediately gone. A cross from deep. Great header. Back in from the number 12. It drops in no man's land. Acrobatic clearance. And look at the technique. Great takedown by Nikhil. And sets up for a long clearance for Rohit. It's been an action-packed football at the church ground. Now the score line doesn't reflect the true story. We could have had more goals. Both the teams dished out fantastic battle. Those individual battles as well got very interesting as the game progressed. Battling neck to neck, social warrior with the former champions Madan Maharaj not shying away and not getting overawed by the big boys. This cross from Abhishek, headed away by Ravi Kumar, and lands up to a yellow shirt. He could have done much better. Vijay Mitei. It's all about having patience now. Just keep possession of the ball and see it around. Just 4 minutes left on the clock. Now carrying the ball forward into the attacking half. Once more a misplaced pass, and now Ravi Kumar. Dummies past one. Taking his time on the ball, and that's what he's indicating to his teammates. No need to hurry. Let us slow it down and steal a few important seconds. And now Ravi Kumar will be taking this corner. And it comes, and so as the header as well. A diving header, not on target. And now the tension which is creeping in. And you can see the clearances from a social warrior. And in the back of the mind, the thing that's playing on is they're trailing by a goal, which is why they're in a hurry to get the ball out of their defensive areas. They're trying to run down the clock. It's nothing serious, I can guarantee you. And just the time-wasting tactics. They're trying to steal a few minutes of the clock. And they'll take all the time in the world in taking this free kick. And I will see discussions a lot more. And they are well within their rights to do so. They are leading, on the cusp of winning 3 games in a row, and this win will take them to the top of the table. Another 50-50 ball, The foul goes in favor of the goalkeeper now, even though Nikhil Kumar went up for it. We are into the final minutes then. A few seconds away from the third win of the campaign. Madan Maharaj, 3 straight wins. And no stutters in their run-up so far as they make progress, as they march on towards the top spot. This could be the last throw of the dice, and this could well be the last chance for an equalizer for Social Warriors. It will go straight in, a glancing header, and drops to a yellow shirt. He's out for a throw-in. Time ticking away for the team in yellow. Last few seconds. Nicely done there by Naurem. Putting it straight back in. A couple of odd shots are there to see off the danger, and that's the full-time whistle. And with this win, Madan Maharaj goes to the top of the points table with 9 points from 3 games. And thanks to that penalty conversion by Saurav Das in the 60th minute. And with this win, they will put the Diamond Rocks FA under tremendous pressure, who will be playing the next match against Barwani Football Club. Make sure you don't go anywhere and stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India.